Welcome to this video on the size guide section in the Symmetry theme by the team here at Clean Canvas. Symmetry is one of the most popular and highest selling themes of all time and has helped thousands of brands, merchants, and agencies of all sizes achieve great success on Shopify. This section completely reshapes the size guide experience. Clean Canvas have turned what was once a basic table added to a page into a powerful, fully configurable section. This section now supplies you with multiple display options, greater layout flexibility, and the ability to add multiple tabs within a single size guide. Presenting visually impressive sizing charts has never been as easy. This section also ensures a more professional customer experience, fewer sizing questions, and improved buyer confidence. This is a great cost-saving feature, as it reduces the need for third-party apps, as everything you need for your size guides is now built directly into Symmetry. Let's take a look at how it works in the theme editor and how you can set it up for your Shopify store. First, open the theme editor in your Shopify admin and navigate to one of your products. Head to the variant picker block, as this is where the size guide is connected directly to your product options. Next, enable the size guide setting. Once switched on, you will see additional controls that allow you to configure how it will appear on the product page. You can customize the link text, which is the clickable label customers will see. For example, you can use size guide, find your fit, or any wording that suits your product's variant. After that setting comes the variant option name. This is an important setting, as it tells the theme exactly which variant the size guide should be associated with. For example, if your product uses ring size as a variant, entering that label here ensures the size guide appears only when that specific option is selected. This flexibility means you're not limited to just clothing sizes. You could attach a guide to variants like metal finish, waist measurement, or any custom option your products have. Simply enter the variant name exactly as it appears on your product, and the chart link will appear. You can also configure multiple size guides across different products or variants, making this ideal for stores selling across categories such as clothing, jewelry, footwear, or made-to-measure products. Finally, under the content source setting, you'll choose where the size guide content comes from, while you still have the option to pull content from a standard Shopify page, which was the previous method. The real power lies in selecting the section option. This unlocks the new dedicated size guide section, giving you full design control, multiple tabs, and a far more dynamic presentation. Next, we'll move into configuring the section itself. When adding the size guide section, it's important that you position it directly beneath the product pages section. The size guide connects to the product block above it, so placing another section in between this and the preceding product pages section can break that connection and prevent it from displaying correctly. Placing the size guide immediately below the product pages section won't affect any spacing, margins, or the visual layout of your product page. This section works behind the scenes and won't introduce any unwanted design changes. Once you open the size guide section settings, you'll see a range of configuration options. Here, you can add a clear heading, for example, size guide, or find your perfect fit. You can also add in some supporting text beneath it. This is a great opportunity to reinforce your brand voice, explain how sizing works, or give customers confidence before they make a purchase. You will also find styling controls for your tables, allowing you to refine the presentation, so it feels fully integrated with your store's design. This also ensures your sizing information looks polished, professional, and on brand, and not like a copy and paste spreadsheet or a bad size chart image. At the bottom of the guide, you can add some additional supporting text, such as a link to your contact page or customer support. This is particularly valuable for high consideration purchases by giving shoppers a clear next step if they are unsure about sizing. In short, this section doesn't just display measurements, it helps reduce customer hesitation, builds trust, and guides customers confidently toward your checkout. Now, let's break down exactly how the structure works. The first thing you will notice is that this size guide feature supports multiple tabs. In our example, we have one tab for necklaces and another for rings. Each tab can contain completely different content and table structures, giving you the flexibility to set sizing information to specific product types. For example, the Rings tab includes multiple columns to accommodate detailed sizing data, while the Necklaces tab uses a simpler two-column layout. This allows you to present only the information that is relevant, keeping the experience clean and easy to understand for your customers. Let's open the Necklaces tab to take a closer look. Inside each tab, you can add two types of blocks, content and table. These are the core building blocks of the section. In our demo, we start with the content block. This controls the content area, including text and an optional image. You can position the image on either the left or right, depending on your design preference. You can also adjust the image size to perfectly match your store's aesthetic. This is ideal for adding helpful visuals, measurement diagrams, fit guidance, or lifestyle imagery that supports your brand and makes sizing easier to understand. Below the content, we add a table block. When you open this block, you will see a range of options that give you granular control over how your size data is presented. One of the most powerful features in this update is the automatic unit conversion. For example, in this guide, we've entered measurements in centimeters under the metric label, and you can see that the theme automatically calculates the equivalent in inches, which is the imperial label. That means you only need to input one unit of measurement, saving time and eliminating manual calculation errors. You can choose from multiple metric types, including centimeters, pounds, kilograms, grams, and ounces, making this suitable not just for apparel, but also jewelry, accessories, food, and weight-based products, and more. The precision slider gives you additional control over rounding the decimal place. If the converted values appear with decimal places and you wish to control this, you can easily adjust the rounding to achieve the cleanest and most customer-friendly presentation. The measurement here is related to numbers that will be displayed after the decimal point. Finally, there are additional styling controls available, allowing you to refine the appearance of the table so it aligns seamlessly with your store's overall design. Altogether, these powerful settings give you complete flexibility, custom content, intelligent measurement conversion, and fully customizable tables, all built directly into Symmetry. Now, let's break down exactly how the data structure works behind the scenes. Within the table block, when you click Add Block, you'll see two options, Table Header and Table Row. We recommend starting with a table header at the top. This creates the bold heading row, like you can see here with size and length, giving your chart clear structure and improving readability for customers. If we open the first row, you'll see the row name is set to size, which aligns with the first column. Column 1 is set to length, matching the second column header. The remaining columns are left empty in this example. If we were to add another column, for example, width, that would automatically create an additional column in the table. The key is consistency. Once a column is added, you'll want to ensure each row beneath it includes the appropriate data so your table remains structured and easy to follow. Looking at the next row, you will see the row name is 16, which corresponds to the size value, and column 1 contains 40 centimeters. Because we have entered the value in centimeters, the theme automatically recognizes the unit and calculates the converted measurement in inches. From here, you simply continue building out your rows, adding as many as needed to fully represent your sizing data, always ensuring your row name and primary measurement column are populated correctly so the automatic conversion works seamlessly. If we switch to the Rings tab, you will see a more advanced example with multiple columns. The structure works in exactly the same way, just expanded to accommodate additional data points. This flexibility allows you to create simple two-column guides or more detailed multi-column charts, depending on the needs of your products. And that wraps up the video for the size guide section in Symmetry. This update is a perfect example of how we build a clean canvas. It is not just for beautiful design, but also for powerful conversion-focused tools that help merchants and brands grow their online business. Smarter functionality, fewer apps, better performance, all through purchasing one of our themes. Symmetry continues to set the benchmark for what a premium Shopify theme should deliver. So, if you're looking to elevate your storefront with features engineered for modern commerce, choose Themes by Clean Canvas. We invite you to explore Symmetry, discover Beautify, or browse the wider Clean Canvas collection on the Shopify theme store. Clean Canvas, setting the gold standard for premium Shopify themes. Thank you for watching.